But at the same time, you're constantly facing the final drafts of things, even best-selling novels, right? You're always reading the last one. But how often do you get to peer into all the iterations that came before that last piece? We very often ignore and forget that these results come from years sometimes of practice and development, right? When you see a professional athlete out on the field, again, it's years and years and years of practice leading up to this game-changing moment. When you're just starting out on some new habit or project, it's really important to think about this process as something that is going to take time, right? Being realistic with yourself about that fact and thinking of it as not as something that has to get done perfectly on that first try, but as part of a larger process. I think one really great writer who nailed this subject is Lamott. She has a great book on writing called Bird by Bird. And even though it's about writing, I think it can be very useful to think about just about anything you are trying to start doing in terms of first drafts and iterations coming after that. So in one of her most famous chapters, she writes, "Almost all good writing begins with terrible first efforts. You need to start somewhere. Start by getting something, anything, down on paper. A friend of mine says that the first draft is the down draft. You just get it down. The second draft is the up draft. You fix it up. You try to say what you have to say more accurately. And the third draft is the dental draft, where you check every tooth to see if it's loose or cramped or decayed or even, God help us, healthy.